Hi. Welcome to Inference. This is the place where you learn and improve. In this video, I will be talking about how to manage the survival instinct in the modern age. Welcome to this video on the proper use of the survival instinct in modern times. The survival instinct is a fundamental part of our nature, designed to protect us from harm and ensure our survival in the face of danger. It is an automatic response that has been hardwired into our brains over thousands of years of evolution, and it has played a critical role in the survival of our species. However, in today's world, where most of us live in relatively safe environments, it can be challenging to know how to use this instinct in a way that is helpful rather than harmful. Our brains are still wired to respond to threats, but the threats we face are often more subtle and complex than the physical dangers of our prehistoric past. For example, we may experience anxiety and stress in response to social situations, financial pressures, or other challenges that do not pose an immediate physical threat. This can lead to an overactive survival response that can be difficult to manage and can interfere with our daily lives. In this video, we will explore the proper use of survival instinct in modern times and offer practical tips for how to manage it effectively. By understanding the challenges of the modern world and using our rational thought processes, relaxation techniques, and self-care practices, we can learn to use our survival instinct in a way that is helpful rather than harmful. So, if you're interested in learning more about how to manage your survival instinct and live a more balanced and resilient life, then keep watching. The survival instinct is a deeply ingrained and automatic response that has been hardwired into our brains over thousands of years of evolution. This instinct is designed to protect us from harm and ensure our survival in the face of danger. When we perceive a threat, whether it's a physical danger like a predator or a social danger like public speaking, our brains activate the fight or flight response. This response triggers a cascade of physiological changes in our bodies, including the release of adrenaline and cortisol, increased heart rate and respiration, and heightened alertness and focus. In prehistoric times, this response was essential for our survival. It allowed us to react quickly to threats and either fight off the danger or flee to safety. However, in the modern world, where many of us live in relatively safe environments, survival instinct can be triggered by situations that are not life-threatening. For example, we may experience the fight or flight response when we are stuck in traffic, when we receive a negative email, or when we're worried about an upcoming deadline. These situations do not pose an immediate physical threat, but our brains interpret them as such, and we can become overwhelmed with anxiety and stress. By understanding the survival instinct and how it works, we can begin to recognize when it's being triggered and take steps to manage it effectively. In the next section, we will explore the challenges of using survival instinct in modern times and offer tips for how to use it in a way that is helpful rather than harmful. While the survival instinct was essential for our survival in prehistoric times, in the modern world, it can be difficult to use it in a way that is helpful rather than harmful. There are several challenges that we face in the modern world when it comes to managing the survival instinct. 1. Chronic stress. Many of us live in a constant state of stress due to the demands of work, family, and other responsibilities. This chronic stress can activate the survival instinct and lead to an overactive fight or flight response. 2. Social anxiety. Social anxiety is a common form of anxiety that can be triggered by social situations like public speaking, networking, or meeting new people. This anxiety can activate the survival instinct and lead to an overactive fight or flight response. 3. Information overload. In today's world, we are bombarded with information from multiple sources, including social media, news outlets, and other media. This information overload can be overwhelming and lead to an overactive fight or flight response. 4. Financial pressures. Financial pressures, such as debt, job loss, or unexpected expenses, can activate the survival instinct and lead to an overactive fight or flight response. All of these challenges can trigger the survival instinct and lead to an overactive fight or flight response. When this happens, we may experience symptoms like increased heart rate, shallow breathing, and feelings of anxiety or panic. However, in many cases, these situations do not pose an immediate physical threat, and the fight or flight response can be counterproductive. In the next section, we will explore how to use survival instinct effectively in the modern world and offer practical tips for managing it. While the survival instinct can be challenging to manage in the modern world, it can also be a powerful tool when used effectively. Here are some tips for using the survival instinct in a way that is helpful rather than harmful. 1. Recognize the triggers. The first step in managing the survival instinct is to recognize when it's being triggered. This means paying attention to your body and your thoughts and noticing when you start to feel anxious or stressed. By recognizing the triggers, you can start to develop strategies for managing them. 2. Engage your rational mind. When the survival instinct is triggered, it can be challenging to think clearly or make rational decisions. However, by engaging your rational mind, you can override the fight or flight response and make more informed decisions. This can involve taking a few deep breaths, focusing on a calming image or thought, or using positive self-talk to calm your mind. 3. Practice relaxation techniques. Relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga can be powerful tools for managing the survival instinct. These techniques can help to calm your body and your mind and reduce feelings of anxiety or stress. Take care of yourself. When you're feeling anxious or stressed, it's essential to take care of yourself. This means getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and getting regular exercise. It also means taking time for yourself to do things that you enjoy, like reading, listening to music, or spending time with loved ones. 5. Seek support. Finally, if you're struggling to manage the survival instinct on your own, it's essential to seek support. This might mean talking to a friend or family member, joining a support group, or seeking help from a mental health professional. By using these strategies, you can learn to use the survival instinct in a way that is helpful rather than harmful. With practice, you can develop the skills you need to manage your survival instinct effectively and live a more balanced and resilient life. To sum up, survival instinct is a powerful force that has been with us for thousands of years, helping us to survive and thrive in challenging situations. However, in the modern world, the survival instinct can be challenging to manage and may even be counterproductive in some situations. By recognizing the triggers of the survival instinct, engaging our rational mind, practicing relaxation techniques, taking care of ourselves, and seeking support, we can learn to manage the survival instinct effectively and live a more balanced and resilient life. Ultimately, by embracing the challenges of the modern world and learning to use our survival instinct effectively, we can thrive in the face of adversity and achieve our goals. In conclusion, survival instinct is a powerful force that has helped us survive and thrive as a species. However, in the modern world, it can be challenging to use it in a way that is helpful rather than harmful. By recognizing the triggers of the survival instinct, engaging your rational mind, practicing relaxation techniques, taking care of yourself, and seeking support, you can learn to manage the survival instinct effectively and live a more balanced and resilient life. It's important to remember that survival instinct is a natural response to perceived threats, and it's not something to be ashamed of or afraid of. Instead, it's an opportunity to develop the skills and strategies you need to live a more fulfilling life. If you're struggling with the survival instinct, don't hesitate to seek support. Whether it's talking to a friend or family member, joining a support group, or seeking help from a mental health professional, there are resources available to help you manage your anxiety and live a happier, healthier life. Ultimately, by learning to use your survival instinct effectively, you can embrace the challenges of the modern world and thrive in the face of adversity. Alright, folks, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new about survival instinct and its place in the modern age. If you enjoyed it, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.